The discipline blueprint. Why most people never follow through. Introduction. Everyone says they want discipline. They want to wake up early, stay consistent, push through pain, and actually live up to the promises they make to themselves. But here's the truth. Most people don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they burn out, chase comfort, or quit one step before winning. Today, I'll give you the blueprint. Not motivation, not hype. A raw guide to discipline. The kind that sticks, even if you're lazy, tired, or unmotivated. Chapter 1. How to build discipline without burning out. Here's why most people burn out. They try to sprint a marathon. They go from 0 to 100 overnight. Wake up at 5 a.m., hit the gym, read 50 pages, cut sugar, start a side hustle, all at once. Of course they crash. Real discipline isn't built on intensity. It's built on sustainability. If you want to build discipline, start stupidly small. Not a 2-hour workout, just 10 push-ups. Not a perfect diet, just stop drinking soda. Burnout comes from chasing perfection. Discipline comes from stacking small, winnable promises. Chapter 2. Why comfort is your greatest enemy. Comfort feels good in the moment, but it's the silent killer of growth. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, sleep over discipline, Netflix over work, you're training your brain to settle. And the scariest part? Comfort doesn't feel dangerous. It feels normal. That's why it's the enemy. Winners know this. Real growth only happens in discomfort. Lifting heavy weights, having hard conversations, showing up when it sucks, that's where transformation lives. Comfort isn't bad, but if it's your default setting, don't expect progress. Chapter 3. The secret to consistency nobody teaches you. The internet tells you consistency is about willpower. Wrong. Willpower is trash. It runs out. Consistency is about environment and identity. If your fridge is full of junk, discipline won't save you. If your desk is chaos, focus won't save you. Consistency is also about who you believe you are. If you keep saying, "I'm lazy, I'm undisciplined," your brain will make it true. The secret? Design your environment for success and start telling yourself a different story. I'm the kind of person who follows through. Chapter 4. Why most people quit right before they win. Most people give up not because it's impossible, but because it takes longer than they expected. Success is invisible in the beginning. You work for weeks or months and nothing happens. That's where 90% of people quit. But here's the brutal truth. The breakthrough usually comes after the boring consistency. Quitting early guarantees failure. Pushing through the invisible phase creates momentum. The winners aren't the smartest. They're just the ones who lasted long enough to see results. Chapter 5. How to become the person you keep promising yourself. Think about this. How many times have you promised yourself, "This time will be different"? How many times have you broken that promise? Every time you fail to follow through, you train your brain to distrust yourself. That's why discipline feels impossible. You don't believe your own word anymore. The fix? Start making and keeping ridiculously small promises. Drink a glass of water. Write one sentence. Keep stacking wins until your brain starts to believe again. When I say something, I do it. That's how you become the person you've been promising yourself. Chapter 6. Why you're addicted to mediocrity. Nobody admits it, but most people are addicted to mediocrity. It's safe, it's easy, it doesn't hurt, but it also kills your potential. Mediocrity is addictive because it rewards you with short-term comfort at the cost of long-term regret. Why chase greatness when average feels good enough? The problem is good enough becomes your prison. The only way out? Get disgusted with mediocrity. Stop making peace with it. Until you hate average more than you crave comfort, you'll stay stuck. Chapter 7. The no excuses method for achieving anything. Here's the harsh truth. Excuses don't care about your dreams. Your brain will always give you reasons. I'm tired, I'm busy, I'll start tomorrow. Winners don't negotiate with excuses. They operate on systems, not feelings. The no excuses method is simple. If it's on the schedule, it gets done. Period. Rain, shine, tired, unmotivated, it doesn't matter. Excuses don't vanish. You just stop listening to them. Chapter 8. How to train your brain to do hard things. Your brain is wired for survival, not success. It avoids pain, seeks comfort, and hates uncertainty. That's why hard things feel impossible. The trick is exposure therapy. Start small, build tolerance. Cold shower for 30 seconds, speak up in one meeting, wake up 15 minutes earlier. Each rep teaches your brain, I can do hard things and survive. Over time, the hard stuff becomes normal. Winners don't enjoy pain, they've just trained their brain not to run from it. Chapter 9. Why winners choose pain over comfort. Look at any champion, entrepreneur, or leader. They didn't get there by avoiding pain. They chose it. Pain is the price of progress. It's the tuition you pay for growth. Comfort gives you short-term pleasure. Pain gives you long-term rewards. Winners know this. If it hurts now, it usually helps later. If it feels good now, it usually costs later. Pain or comfort, you're always choosing. Only one leads to the life you want. Chapter 10. The Discipline Blueprint for Lazy People. Think you're too lazy for discipline? Perfect. Discipline isn't about energy, it's about design. Lazy people can win if they stop fighting themselves. Here's the blueprint. Make tasks tiny. 1 push-up, 1 page, 1 minute. Remove friction. Lay out clothes the night before, block apps, prep your workspace. Automate habits. Use reminders, alarms, routines. Reward progress. Make discipline feel good, not punishing. Lazy people succeed when they stop trying to be superhuman and instead build systems that make success the default. Chapter 11. Staying committed to your promise. At the end of the day, discipline is about one thing. Trust. Do you trust yourself to keep your word? If not, you'll never commit. Staying committed doesn't mean being perfect. It means refusing to break the chain. Miss a workout? Fine. Don't miss twice. Fail today? Fine. Show up tomorrow. Commitment is built in the small moments when nobody's watching. If you can stay loyal to your own word, your life will change. If you can't, nothing else matters. Conclusion. Discipline isn't about grinding 24/7. It's about choosing discomfort over comfort, progress over excuses, and long-term wins over short-term feelings. Most people burn out, quit, or settle for mediocrity. Don't. Start small, build trust with yourself, embrace pain, and commit to becoming the person you've been promising yourself. Because at the end of the day, discipline is freedom, and freedom only belongs to the people willing to pay for it.